I had mentioned in a text message to you guys the other morning that I proposed basically a skinny and a fat tasking dispatch. Well, this is the skinny one, and so I'm going to call these darts. That would be equivalent in your world to say, okay, Jackie just threw me a dart. Means it's a short, succinct, we know the mission, we know the location, we know the lay of the land, we don't need to belabor the point. She can then click the button here and say that you're going to Justified 2M Solutions on pad Alpha. You're going to clear snow and spread salt. When you're all done, move over to the next pad, and that would be the recording. Then she hits process, as I showed you in the other one, and it's going to come through from the AI. And right here is what she just put in there. All right. Now down here is where we will select the driver, what piece of equipment or truck they're operating, what are they hauling, and then who are they hauling for. And one of the questions I have is, what do we want to put when they're hauling for you? Just put Galbraith and their tracking number if they had one. Scheduled date is, let's make this on the 15th. And notice that I'm hitting my plus and minus button and it'll advance forward. And then the time, you can either run it with the scroll wheel or the arrow or directly enter it. The minutes are set to where it's incrementing at 15, 30, and 45 to 60. So here's the task description that came from up here. Now, when we hit submit job, it's just like the other form, the long form. You can come in here and edit this if you need to, and alpha pad, okay, done editing, and hit confirm and send. Now that's going to then launch the here it is up here. That's going to launch the SMS. This is what Brandon would get. And down in here will be a hyperlink to the form that we just showed. And that's where they then would be executing there's the dart, that's the quick entry. This is the driver's, call it page, view, whatever you want to call it. They will get their taskers through this. It would come in first as an SMS. This would be the basic content on the SMS. And there will be a link that will then open this form populated for their specific job that they're operating. And then there's 3 tabs. This is for the execution, and we'll have to discuss what all you want to capture. The accepted and declined, I'll obviously want to make that a little more bold, but right there when they click it, it turns green or red and immediately reports it back to the Airtable. Now you notice the numbers on the right hand side here counting down. My intention there is they get to have basically a 20-second countdown. Once it's counted down, I'm locking it in, whatever they hit here. We don't want them inadvertently to hit declined after they had already accepted a mission, and then it would look to us in Airtable like they had declined it. So I'm locking that out once the timer, and you can tell me what the timer should be set to. Billing type, we will pull forward what it is. If it's hourly, per ton, per day, per trip, that'll come up here. And then the drivers will put what this unit represents. So, 12 hours, and then otherwise we can enter something here. 12 hours, tons, 34 tons, I don't know any of these numbers, you guys do. We know exactly how the camera would work, same as it does today on their existing reports. Up here is where they will report their start and stop time. We'll give them a computed hours, and I'll just hit stop there. And then the library, as I'm calling it, is just all the backup detail. Anything that they may have been sent, anything that is in that record in Airtable. If they needed to say, okay, who was the contact? Where was I supposed to show? What was the number for the gatehouse or whatever? That would be in the library. Normally the average person would not be referring to it. They would be doing their time tracking at the end and hitting the submit report when everything is finished. Not a lot of surprise in that section.